Ladies and gentlemen, there have been protests in the country, and there's one common thing that I've noticed from most of the people who have complained of maybe their properties being destroyed or maybe being beaten by the goons. Now, one of the things that I noted there is that there have been some reluctance by the security forces, security service members, that is the police, when it comes to some goons entering in the protest. They have watched from a distance goons destroy properties and they have not done anything. That was a clear indication that the government had a hand in such kind of activities. But I don't want to really say that it's true, but I just believe from analysis that could have been the case. But there's an issue that touched me in South Mugirango, in a place called Nyamarambe, where peaceful protesters, young men and women who came out in the streets to protest against Sylvanus Osoro, asking him to apologize to the public, actually to the people of Nyamarambe, for voting yes in support of the Finance Bill 2024, which everyone rejected, that actually most of the Kenyans lost their lives. Even the president himself went ahead to stop signing the bill into a law. Now, what happened in this case that it touched me? One thing is this: when these people got in the streets, according to what people were saying on TV and various media platforms, these people, as they were protesting on the road, having placards, some of them with water, just flags, people came from the CDF office, that is where the Osoro people work, came direct to the people who were protesting, and checking closely, these people were having knives, pangas, rungus, and even stoned some of them to counter the protesters that were very peaceful. Something that touched my attention, it was that the police were present, particularly people accusing those PD of Nyamarambe, who was present in such kind of an event. Even it was on a video, one of the members, one of the protesters asking the police officer that you are watching as these goons beat us. This is a character that we don't want to see from our police. The police have to always portray neutrality when it comes to these issues to do with protests or any other case in the country. Because when a police is watching someone being hurt by another person, civilian, it is wrong, because later on, the police is not going to get a report from the public that someone has done something wrong, now come and help me. Instead, the people are going to take the law into their hands because of the disappointment the police are showing. Now, I didn't feel good because it is something that was supposed not to happen, because these peaceful protesters had not hurt anyone. We've had peaceful protests in the country, and that was not the expectation. The allegation is that these people are close allies of Sylvanus Osoro, but I want to say that it is not in the position of the parliamentarians even to use their powers to influence the police to do things in their favor. It is ideal for them to actually respect the rule of law and allow people to express themselves. What could have Osoro done in such a case? He could have actually availed himself, called these young men and women, sit down. If it's a sorry they wanted, he could have said, you are sorry for that. If he could not address that and say sorry, he could have allowed these people to move around, chant their names they want to chant, sing their songs they want to sing, and eventually go home. But instead, goons were hired to go and fight these people on the streets. That was very wrong, because wounds cannot be used to stop protests in the country. That is my video there and there. I can't really want to believe that the country is going to change. You're not going to have the police being against the protesters and using goons, and are actually watching goons attacking the protesters. Yet it is not their job to allow goons to attack, but instead stop goonism from happening in the country. That is my video there and there. Kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel.